god, I'm feeling so old right now. But yes, hey everyone, and welcome back. We're gonna continue with some more Christmas event. Why am I stuck with that shit? I don't want to do that. I want my friends. I want my friends. And okay, I guess I'm gonna go with Ilya then. Okay. Oh. Why? Why is a ball on the slot? It is nothing. Holy moly. But yeah. That's depressing. I want my friends. I want to play with my friends. Dreaming of the nomadic life. How about yes-matic? Ever thought about that, eh? And as all the horses say, nay. True word, true. Wait on. I realize it's tangled a little bit. Excuse me. What? We just gonna skip her? Dude, that is a low blow. You motherfuckers! You just skipping the best one? Dude, that is fuck you! What? And it's I hear it. I actually hurt. But yeah, it's no, it's not sad. Why does everyone need to diss my waifu? I don't want. It's just screwed. Yep, I'm glad I've been able to hand out so many presents. Serko's happy about it too. Why do you ignore him? Yes, it be. Alright then, I think now is a good time for that second Santa illustrated story I promised. And since we're flying to our destination, I believe I will play a flight attendant to this time. What? Ladies and gentlemen, flight XMS-1 bound for 6th gate should be touching down in approximately 1 hour. Please ensure that your seatbelt is fastened and that your seat bags and tray tables are in their upright locked position. Now, sit back and relax and enjoy our in-flight movie. Don't mind me if I do. Sweet. Babies, raptors. Nowadays, one can travel great distance while comfortable seated and even be traded to a film. It is so very much better than walking. I wonder if airplanes are good civilization or not. I would say they are good. I mean, yeah. They're good. Planes are good. Planes are pretty... I'm afraid of heights. And if I can, I will avoid flying, but, you know, still, it's a good thing. Help to move people and things great distance. It's time for Gil. And Santa's. Get to know Uruk. You're Ruckus. King of Uruk, I've brushed up on the underworld a bit, and there's something I'd like to ask you. One thing I learned is that the underworld is home to God of Life. What's that about? Life does seem to be a big part of the underworld. Does God help to grow plants? Oh, a most excellent question, Santa. You're correct. There is one rather peculiar god to be found in the underworld. His name is Tammuz. He is the god of livestock, rich in wisdom but bereft of courage. Cool. I never heard that name before. What? Tammuz, later known as Tammuz, became the god of death and resurrection. But before I can tell you his story, I must tell you a tale of the greedy goddess. For this man has the great misfortune of being Ishtar's husband. Dun dun dun! Oh no! Nergal. I know you need the god of shepherds, but are you sure I'm the best choice to play him? Did you make sure to clear my portrait rights? Still, I don't mind doing it since you're paying me extra and all. So, who am I wooing this time? I mean, he's hot. It'd be fun with a rich heiress just coming of age. The hotter she is, the better. Then again, I guess money is more important right now, since running a proper farm is very expensive. I want to raise sheep, grow wheat, brew beer, and hold tours. I also have 10 wives, so I need a huge house with several bedrooms for each wife. Holy damn! How does he make Christmas work around? It must be hell. Yeah, I'll be honest, I'm powerless to resist the allure of wealth and fame. Such a playboy. That's... Man, I love that they actually use Quetzalcoatl.
That's great to hear, yes? I've got wealth and gold to spare, oh yes?
Oh god, I forgot that smiles.
Now then, are you the fool who married me? I guess you haven't learned the difference between bravery and recklessness yet, have you?
Feeling weak, strength fading. Can I go home now? She's not like the goddess I expected, not to say that she isn't beautiful. You know, my boner has spoken. It's no.
I see, so Tammuz is an idiot.
Indeed, I hate to say it, but Tammuz only became a god after acquiring authority. Before that, he was king of Uruk. His reign came between King Lugalbandas. Lugalband... What? At any rate, Tammuz's greatest weakness was lust for glory. He foolishly believed that marrying Ishtar would lead him being worshipped by more people even than her. So he didn't even love her. How cruel of him. Well, I guess it depends on how you see it, because he married Ishtar. That's something only he knows for sure. But married they did, at least on paper. As Ishtar's husband, Tammuz gained a position amongst the gods and began whiling away his days in Uruk. Little did he know that Ishtar would shortly cause an incident that would drive everyone mad.
Whoopsie! Woohoo!
Ishtar descended to the underworld, the story of Ishtar's defeat at Ereshkigal's hands. After she lost her life in the underworld, the surface fell into a panic. You see, Ishtar was the goddess of fertility, as she inherited her father's authority over harvest. Well, how about that? So with her son gone, crops were bound to fail. What a pain she is! She causes chaos when she is alive, and even dead she makes no end of trouble. She is, as they say in the human world, the sort that cannot live with... the sort we cannot live with, nor without. She is basically a fortune stone too powerful for human to use. At any rate, the wise god Enki resurrected her body using the grass and water of life. So she is literally like a Bulbasaur. A Squirtle and a Bulbasaur. Squirtosaur. That's what she is now. That's what she is now.
Don't mock me. The laws of the underworld are absolute, and any who break them must be punished. Enki is no exception. As the rule of the underworld, I cannot simply let anyone go between here and the surface as they please. Her body may be restored, but her soul remains under my domain. That's not changing, no matter what sort of gifts you try to ply with me with. The only thing I will accept is another soul in Ishtar's place. Otherwise, the whole balance of the world will be thrown into chaos.
Ereshkigal is certainly responsible, isn't she? Why can't Ishtar be more responsible with her own life? Believe it or not, I agree the goddess is responsible, at least in her own way. Part of her acutely feels the weight of the responsibility her divinity confers, while another part enjoys it, and yet another respects it. What? How many... What? All that aside, Ereshkigal really had no desire to destroy the surface world. Sure about that, good sir? Oh, nice. Yeah. If anything, having Ishtar running around the underworld was nothing but nuisance. Well, I can see that be the case. So the Queen of Curse set the Queen of Heaven free, though only temporarily. Ishtar wasted no time making her way to the surface, where she ran hither and thither to find a soul to take her place. But there was no god that would possibly consent to being a prisoner of the underworld, not even for her. Well, if people today knew about that Eresh was down there, I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people that wouldn't mind taking Ishtar's place and live there with Eresh. I'm just saying. Fans. Plenty.
Don't tell me she forced a human to take her place.
No, she did not. She may be rash and impetuous, but she's still fundamentally good. Well, fundamentally, she is good. Other than that, she's more like an, a bad itch, More importantly, her pride would not permit another to save her life. So until and unless someone gladly volunteered to give her their soul of their own volition, she would never let someone else take her place. Furthermore, her sacred prostitutes were the only one who were truly willing to trade their lives for her. And yes, I know that prostitutes here is a bit different than what we see when we think of that word today, because words have been changing meaning and all that. But still, and not even Ishtar would willingly sacrifice one of her own servants. Thus Ishtar resigned herself to her fate and head back to the underworld, but not before making one final stop at her city, Uruk. There she saw her husband mourning the loss of his wife. Yahoo! Springtime is here again! Oh, I'm so sad about Ishtar going to the underworld. Oh, so sad. Oh, my dear. Yay! Hey, babe. See you at 10 o'clock. And you? 12 o'clock. Bring your sisters. Hey! Go on, everyone. Eat, drink, and be merry. There's never been a better time to celebrate the sadness within my heart. Oh, whoopie-doo. I wanna be like me. Free I am. More wife for me. Bye. I'm sorry. You're looking at a new patron deity of Uruk. Now I'm the one in charge of all the welfare riches. Yahoo! It's so sad that she is gone. The only time I felt sad is when I hit big in the stock market. Oh, I'm so emotionally. That's awful. Indeed, the Muzid was holding triumphal procession every day of the week to celebrate Ishtar's death. Of course, Ishtar was not happy about it, but even the other gods found this a bit disgusted. Much as they understood how he felt, they couldn't help but deplore his foolishness and poor taste. Oh, actually,
You got some nerve, you dimwit!
Oh my god!
I didn't think you would be all broken up by my death, but sure as hell didn't expect you to make it a national holiday. If that's how you want to play this, then no more Miss Nice Goddess. Goddess Spirit, here's my substitute right here. Take him. Oh crap! It's Ishtar. Wait, no, I did nothing wrong. All I did was take your bank accounts, your pin, and all your word of possession for myself. Wait, I don't make this case better for me, don't I? I promise you, I didn't do anything illegal. You must understand, this was all very above board. I was very sad. I need to drown my sorrow. Ereshkigal, please listen to me. I believe I have the right to contest this nomination. Contested, blah, blah. But Ereshkigal refused to listen to Dumazid, please, and accepted him as Ishtar's substitute. Dumazid did everything he could to fight this. His many desperate attempts included begging Utu to turn him into a serpent and asking his old sister Geshitinana to hide him, but in the end he was caught and taken to the underworld. Holy crap! He went full like Super Snake. He went Harry Potter style. What the fuck is that? Crap. I demand a fair trial. What did I do that's so wrong? Nothing, and that's the problem. Had you just mourned for Ishtar, things may have been different, but why would I waste my time on that? Oh, dude. If one patron god dies, another has to take their place as soon as possible, or the economy goes kaput.
This isn't over, you know. I'll be back for an appeal. I'll be back, motherfuckers. Aww.
Even if he did bring this one on himself, I can't bear to see my little brother like this.
I think he can take it.
Ereshkigal, will you please reconsider? Ishtar may have refused to accept me as her replacement, but I can still take my brother's place.
No, you shouldn't do that.
No. If the cosmic scales require soul for soul, can't you just let me stay in the underworld instead? Kishtinana, I can't believe you go that far just to help that worthless good for nothing. Very well, out of respect for your devotion, I will give Tammuz the same sentence I did Nergal.
Nergal?
If he's willing to leave half his authority here, I will permit you to take your bride's place for half of every year. If Ereshkigal relaxed the underworld laws that were set in place by old Anunnaki deities, she'd be the one punished for it. She knows that, yet she's still willing to show mercy. No amount of hard it must be for her being saddled with the underworld all by herself.
And everyone is literally... I feel so bad for her. You know, it's pretty much like Hades in Greece mythology. Now they obviously all these gods. Generally, these like Hades and Eresh, they're like, okay, we're here. We force pretty much to take these roles to take care of the underworlds and all this crap. Why does people always come and disturb it when we're trying to keep everything together? It's not that we wanted this job, but we were forced to it, and yet people just can't. They just need to fuck with us. I feel like that, you know? Like, they try, I want to just do my job good. And then people all the time fucking around, like here in Ereshkigal's case, like, no wonder she's getting pissed. It's amazing she haven't struck them down already.
You have my deepest thanks, Ereshkigal. I hereby swear that I shall tend you to every need during my time in the underworld. I know that grave ones don't grow here, but I'm sure I can at least bring you their scent. Kishtinana.
Hey there, sorry to interrupt your moment, but I think I'm gonna bounce. Gotta do stuff on the surfaces. Oh, and I'm gonna take the water of life with me, so in exchange I leave this authority behind. It's the unbeatable power acquired during this whole kerfuffle. The authority over serpents and gazelles I used to transform and make my escape. How cool is that? Hey, what am I supposed to do with that for the womanizing jerk who knows how to run away but turn into serpent and gazelles? Probably turn on some furries or something like that?
Why couldn't we at least leave behind this authority over sheep?
I feel so bad. It's like, yeah, we dump our bad authorities to her, but that combined will give her... Seriously. Imagine if they did that, like, you know, I don't care about this authority. Bah! And then Eresh just, they scrapping all together and become super goddess of so many things, and they're like, we might have done something bad here, I think. Thus Tammuz returned to the surface as the god of resurrection and was thereafter worshipped as the ruler of death and rebirth. No doubt it was the most humiliating, disastrous experience for him, and he kind of deserved it.
King of Uruk, there's one thing I still don't understand. Both Nergal and Tammuz returned to the surface, which means there must be a way to get back. So why did Ereshkigal stay in the underworld? In Sumerian myth, did she truly stay in the underworld all her life without even once going to the surface? That would basically make her a prisoner. It would be like spending eternity inside a stone chamber.
That was her role and the sort of person she was. Someone had to serve as the pillar of the underworld. Pillar man! If she were ever to venture to the surface, the underworld as we know it would be destroyed. For better or worse, she cared for the underworld far more than necessary. She trusted her love more than her desires. Thanks to her devotion, Uruk's underworld remained peaceful and orderly. She would never abandon her duty merely because it was hard. That was the greatest authority she possessed. Do you understand, Santa? She was the only one who could manage the great feat of ruling the underworld in all its frigidity. Man.
That concludes our in-flight movie and Santa's second illustrated story. I hope you enjoyed. I did. It was pretty nice. It's making even less sense now.
I mean, it is pretty much a Spanish drama show or something like that.
I see. I'm sorry my story wasn't clearer. I was afraid this might happen. I must have inadvertently polished it too much to take it to the realm of high literature.
Oh, wait, thank you, calling me dumb. No, I understand, but it's just... Why?
Good question. Even in Sumerian myth, Ereshkigal doesn't seem like a bad guy at all.
No, she would... I mean, the thing is, like... I mean, many of these gods, when you think about it, in most cultures and myths, gods that rule over the underworld, hell, stuff like that, are generally not bad. They are generally good gods that pretty much are forced to this kind of role and need to pretty much just handle it. Not everyone is good, of course, but, you know? It is like saying that all of this are just evil, but they are not. I mean, in many ways, death is part of life. No?
Doesn't have a reason to do this. So if not her, then who is attacking Chaldea? Do you have any idea, Lano?
I would say Nergal, because he was the one that left this diseases, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go with Nergal. Well done, that is a logical conclusion to this story after all, since it concerns who gets to rule the underworld.
What's down there? There's another sermon of the same type as me in front of the 6th gate.
Eh? Nani? None of the fuck?
Oh, you! Dickbaggers! Evening, fellow underworld travelers. Mr. Sheep. I've been touring this place myself and just happened to get here first. You can call me Mr. Sheep. Is he a This is a shady at all. No.
You really are the same type as me, but why are you wandering here alone? Who are you?
Did I tell you? Touring this place, I'm not at all associated with underworld. I am not your enemy. Sometimes I like to toss out the odd spoiler too. After all, I'm not on Nergal's side either. Nergal's the one attacking your base and holding Ereshkigal prisoner. Well, more accurately, it's less him and more the malice he left behind in the underworld. Now that the gods have left Mesopotamia, they can't materialize unless humans explicitly summon them. Well, how much about that? You can't summon gods as servant. We literally got it from the goat's mouth or sheep's mouth. I swear I can tell if he just that resilient or that hell-bent, no pun intended, on holding a grudge. Usually it wouldn't amount to more than a pile of residual thoughts wandering around the underworld. But with Ereshkigal weakened, I suppose he decided to bet all on one last move. He's trying to steal Ereshkigal rulership of the underworld and reign supreme as a god once again. The age of Nergal, the god of the sun, is long over. But Nergal, god of the underworld, maybe not. Unlike Mesopotamia, the underworld is still alive and kicking, so to speak. So if he can become... I find it ironic that we talk about the underworld as if alive. Are you sure about technically, it's more like beating the dead horse, you know? Because it's dead. Easy with a spoiler.
Come from nearby. You're not only here, brother sheep.
I'm sure not. Nergal's been hiding out here, waiting to ambush you. He's thought he could keep wood. What? English, why you so hard? He thought he could keep would-be intruders out by cloaks and underworld gates, but you two still made it this far. That pisses Nergal off, so then he figured out he'd take you out with a trap. Oh no, activate trap card! Shit. Too bad for him, I wasn't going to let him end this story on such a grim, dark note. Who wants to see Christmas story where the Santa Claus never shows up? I certainly don't. It would be quite a plot twist if it was the fact that the Santa was murdered in a trap, like. I don't suggest that we should murder Santa, but it paints up a completely new, different story. Just saying.
Curse incubus, how dare you to interfere? As if Santa Claus wasn't bad enough, how did you learn of my plan? It should be impossible for anyone outside the Abyss to know what transpires there.
Oh, that. Trade secret. Let's just say I know more little birds than you might think. You really let your greed get the better of you this time, Nergal. And if you do become king of the underworld now, what do you think going to happen? Are you really that ticked off about losing to a girl? If you only bided your time and waited for Ereshkigal to fade away, there would have been no leaking your secret plans.
What do you know, you uncouth peeping nightmare? Let us see how much you can shadow on after I have killed you and your little friends.
Whoops! It seems like I'm gonna poke the bear. Looks like we're just gonna have a fight. Very well, Santa. You too, Miss Master Chaldea, my old friend. If we want to celebrate Christmas, we have to beat this evil ghost of not Christmas past first. Thanks, Mr. Sheep. Aww, that's a nice smile there, huh? Okay, so Nergal is behind. Seriously, it would be cool if they just added it as a servant, you know? I think that would be cool. I mean, after all, we have Eresh and all that, so there is no longer any kind of reason why we are not being able to summon old gods and stuff like that. The old gods, Cthulhu. I mean, then again, we have Abigail, so that's pretty much it. That would be cool. I think that would be neat. I'm all for that. But then again, I would actually rather see more historical characters, more different ones, and yeah, there's plenty of them. Oh, takatakatai! Oh, I don't know what to say, but it's probably important. I do agree. Not, I don't know. I wonder how much HP is, yes. I want to see how much damage I can do. Because I think I can do quite a lot of damage. But it's not. Ooh, damn, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh god, I about to. I don't know how much there's left of this, and of course, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go and continue with the Shimosa Haha. Hey, that is Dario! I recognize. Oh fuck. Fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna continue with Shimosa Haha after I'm done with it. I just want to do this and focus down and get this done. Well, that worked. And then we're gonna do like this. We switch you out with that, and we're gonna do a ton of damage. I hope, at least. Yeah, I'm gonna save the rest, and then we're gonna go boink boink. Well, what did this? By random effect, and that's this did imp gain and all that. Okay, sure. Nay! Oh god. Oh, I thought I turned off the game. Oh god. Okay, it wouldn't have lost much, but I'm misclicking. Oh yeah. I wonder how much damage I will do on this. Come on, Ilya, you can do it! Shake him down to the core. And I mean, I would love to see like Dark Sakura, as we saw in the trailer, the latest trailer of Fate's Day Night, Heaven's Feel. Because I would love that, because it would just generally be cool, but and as was someone that mentioned that it wouldn't work, it wouldn't be possible, etc. But I don't see why not, actually, because it could easily be in from a different world, from a different timeline, so to speak. I mean, we have Ilya as a magical girl from the Fate Kaleid universe, so I don't see any more as an impossibility in that either. Because as I see it, and I'm probably wrong and all that, so I'm sorry for that, but I just find it very interesting, and how there's still lots of things you can be done with. That was a bit different. Nice. A nice touch. Not that it didn't do anything damage, but, you know, it's a thought that counts. Just saying. But yeah, seriously, I would love that. I think that would make sense in many ways. Because, as I see it, FGO, of course, the rules that is set in Fate Stay Night and all of that, and other parts, obviously is not the same as in FGO, because FGO is way more loose about it, because it's a game, and all of that. And I think that, and that is okay. I just think it would be awesome to see more possibilities like that. And of course, Shiro, I mean, where is Shiro? And not to mention, we literally have many different Serena Sakura stuff like that. So I just think that there would be cool with more options and more characters like that. If we anyways gonna get like another Sakura, Dark Sakura would be cool.
I was so close.
Ja, det var antiklimat. Glad that's over with, hey? You were pretty tough out there. Oh, and I should apologize for writing me off just as a residual evil thought. I'm shocked he has such a grudge that will still survive on it for thousands of years after Ereshkigal kicked his butt. Man, I had to get on one of these ancient gods' bad sides. I feel sorry for the souls who have to live in the next underworld. I'm grateful for your help, Brother Sheep. Now, could you please explain something to me? Since we just defeated Mossman, does this mean the attack on Chaldea will stop? Nope. After all, Ereshkigal is the one sending the plague there. Didn't you say Nergal they did all of this? Yeah, that is troublesome, Paul. Just because Nergal's gone doesn't mean the plague goes with him. Even as we speak, Ereshkigal is attacking Chaldea from the Abyss in order to kill herself. You see, in order to help you, she broke the oath she took as a goddess. In consequence, she should have lost her spirit origin and returned to the normal underworld system, but she couldn't do that. It's because there's still humans at Chaldea who remember her, isn't it? Gods die when the fate of them evaporates and there's no one left who remembers them. Ereshkigal tried to comply with her oath and disappeared because of all the people in Chaldea who remember her, and the records of her battle stores there, she wasn't able to do so fully. So it isn't that she bears an animosity towards Chaldea. It's just that if she's going to disappear, she has to make Chaldea disappear too. Okay, now it makes sense. That makes sense. I imagine Nergal must have gotten into her head. Look no further than the fact she has already finished her ablutions. Ablution? What? She chose to cut off the part of herself so that she wouldn't be a burden to you. The reason she didn't react to seeing you is because she is not the same god as she was back then. She saw her yourself back at the third gate, right? How did she seem to you? I remember. She didn't. Well, that's true. Now that she's not under influence of her human avatar, she's a cold-blooded queen of Kur that myth made her out to be. The problem is that Ereshkigal never much liked her true self's sense of responsibility. After she got rid of her memories of what happened back then and returned to being the same goddess she was before, she couldn't stand the thought of letting herself off the hook just by forgetting about you. Now that Ereshkigal knows about the outside world, her heart is shaking the foundation of the underworld. Ereshkigal decided that leaving the underworld in that state was too dangerous, and so too she thought that was this version of herself. So she tried to erase her own existence and leave Nergal in charge. As we speak, she is bathing the pure water of the abyss in an attempt to dissolve herself. What? She thinks that is the best way for her to take responsibility. I swear, depressing enough for you. Then again, I should have realized that breaking the goddess oath could only end this way. If only she could have disappeared on her own and spared the rest of us all this trouble. Ja men tjena bit, Mr. Sheep. You bet. You know me, I'm always 2 steps ahead. Individual resolve and personal dignity can be nourishing for the soul, but that in itself isn't real enough to get me motivated to help out. Which is why this is your call to make, Lano. You want to save Chaldea, you have to defeat the Queen of Kur. But if you let Ereshkigal disappear, you will be playing right into Nergal's hands. And I really don't think you want him ruling the underworld in her place. Souls would suffer and disappear, the air would go stagnant, maggots, flies and decay would spray everywhere. Ugh. In the end, the whole underworld would be nothing more than a graveyard. Well, this put us in an awkward situation. Come on, Master, Ereshkigal is waiting for us in the abyss. I have a present to deliver, and you have to save Chaldea. That's why we come this far. Right you are. Besides, you getting to the abyss will be 80% of your battle. To the abyss will be 80. Eh? Don't worry, your little head will worry too much. Oh, and as for this gate's lock, pardon me?
Get your hands out of me!
Oh my dear! Here we go, this ought to take care of things. No, that was lovely.
What is that?
I guess you could say it's a dream that a different you wished for. I burned a ton of calories to make it this far after all. It's only fair to leave with something rare enough to be worth the trouble. Don't worry, I'm not going to eat it. Setting aside that it's not really my taste. It's not even from this universe. Rest assured that I'll take good care of it. At least until your wish and you manage to find another. Sesame open! Okay, Santa Claus et al.
Huh? Honey?
Alright, did you get a stroke? It looked like this is goodbye. Did you enjoy this? I certainly did. But don't let your guard down. You'll be up against what is arguably your most terrifying foe yet at the 7th gate. Someone who belongs to neither the Ereshkigal side nor the Nergal side. They are Desire incarnate and want nothing more right now than beat you two into a pulp. It would be safe to call this foe the greatest demon Mesopotamia ever encountered. Be ready to make the leap and to be disappointed.
The greatest demon? Could it be the pill of the underworld?
Gergen? Now that I fan the flames, I think I'll take my leave. Farewell, Lano Chaldea. Bye-bye! Next time, come to me directly. Hopefully that future will be that one that brings hope for the far reach of the land. Sayonara, buzzers! I just see Merlin like, bye-bye, fuckfaces. I'm off! Whee! Makes me wonder what's... Desire, Demon of Desire. I mean, is it Gorgon? I do wonder. But well, I will be back next time with more, well, which will probably be tomorrow. So thank you for watching, see you later on, and have a continued super great day.